Okay, let's start work with the second part of this tutorial. You see right underneath here, I'm going to add buttons underneath here. Okay, I'm going to exit out, and right in here, let me add some buttons there. The very first button is going to be self dot. Let's call that btn add new records equals buttons. Okay, and this button is going to be a child of top frame. Let's see, top frame 1. Yeah, come right down here, or instead of calling it top frame, I can call it buttons. Okay, let's come down here. So top frame 1, that's okay. Come and get it padded y-axis. I'm going to make that equals 1, and the border, I'm going to make that 4. Comma fonts. Let's see, fonts. Let's grab font in here instead of me typing it all out. Font and text on it. Copy that, bring it down here, and paste there. So the font is, let's make that about 20, and the text that I will have on it, I'm going to call that, let's go for add new. There, I have that. What about the height? Let's put the height underneath here. I'm going to say height. Let's put it here. Height, width and height. Width, we make that about 12, comma height, we make that equals 2, comma, press enter. And what about, okay, let's bring this down. I think that we do. Press enter, and here I'm going to run that up. Let's run it up, and let's say dot grade, and this grade is going to be row equals 0, column equals 0 as well. And I'm just going to say, let's pack it equals 1, and close that. That will make up my very first button. Now let's see. Let's run it and see how that's going to look like. Then we can just copy and paste. Yeah, not bad. Close that. I'm going to copy that and change the names around. The next one will be for display. So let's get it indented. Yeah, that's display. Paste. What should I call this? I'm going to call this delete. Okay, change this to display. Right, and this is, no, this should have been column 1. Yeah, column 0 actually, and this is column 1 here, and this is 2. That's correct. Okay, I have delete. This is delete, and the next one is going to be reset and exit. So grab that, grab those two and paste them underneath here. This will be exit, and the data here is exit. This is delete, or reset. Actually, I already have delete, reset. There. Okay, this is 2, that'll be 3, and 4 here. So let's run it and see how that's going to look like. Then I'll just change the names around. Yeah, there we go. All my buttons are ready, but I'm going to add some spacing in there so that I can fill up the whole of this layer underneath here. There. Alright, so to do that, I'm going to come in here, grab this, I'm just going to paste that here and change it to about 24. There we go. Copy that, paste that here and here. Let's see how that's going to work. Run. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Alright, that's good enough for me. Alright, that's fine. So let's change the names around. So the name here is exit. So this will become exit. Yeah, I already have that. Reset. That's reset. And here that is delete. Copy and change that to delete. Okay, this is display. So all of my buttons are taken care of. There. They all have their own unique name. Run. There we go, guys. But they are not doing anything. So let's put some functions together so that we can at least see something done. Alright. Okay, let's exit out and take care of the functions. I'm going to add that right up here underneath the framework here. So let's grab this. Let's paste it right underneath here. Okay. But still, let me undo that. I'm going to paste that right underneath my variables here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And the very first one, let's take care of the exit first. So I'm just going to define the function for it. I'm going to call it iExit. There we go. And for my iExit, let's enter a message box. iExit, that will be Tkinter dot message box, and that is going to be dot ask yes or no. Okay, so ask yes or no, ask yes no. There, and let's close that. So what is going to ask is first of all, let's get the title Student Database Management System or Student Management System in there. That will be for the title. Paste that in there, get rid of this. And out here, I'm going to say comma. That will be for the title though. And the next one is going to be something like confirm if you want to exit. Yeah, done. I'll close that. I will now use an if statement to determine the selection made. If iExit is less than or is greater than, okay, greater than 0, then what we want the system to do is root dot destroy. So that would close the system. There we go. And ask it to return. There. Okay, I'm now going to call this iExit. I'm going to call it inside my exit button here. Let's come right down where it's exit right here. Let's say command equals iExit. There. So let's try that out. Run and click on that. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. There we go. That's fine. The exit is working. So go back in there. Now let's take care of my reset. Come right down here, and I'm just going to call that define function reset. Let's call it iReset. There. For function iReset, I will grab the name of all of this. Let me grab the name of this guy here. Dot clear. Okay, I'm going to grab, since I'm going to grab the name. Yeah, that's right. Okay, instead of coming, just grab one or two of them, come back in here, I will delete it. It might be confusing what I'm about to do, but it will get simplified. Delete all of this. That will be dot delete 0, end. That should be up. That should be uppercase there. So I've just deleted that. Right. I don't need this. I don't need to do anything with that. I need this. Grab all of this and use it here. There we go. That takes care of the first name. Now the surname. Delete all of these. Now come right here, paste that in there. That's surname. Delete. That takes care of this as well. There. I guess you guys see what I copy just to speed things up. You can type it all out if you want. Okay, I need a couple more. So just scroll right down. I'm going to take it from the age. Okay, I need 4 more. 1, 2, 4. Okay. Now take it up there and just do the same thing. Paste it here. Now grab this. And for these. There. Delete all of this. That goes off. Here as well. Paste. And this goes. And all of this goes. And finally this one. And get rid of all of this. Alright. Okay. And get them indented now. Control indent. Right. Okay, that's delete taken care of. Or reset, I mean. Not delete, reset. Okay. Alright. Let's copy all of this. I'm going to copy that. Come right here. And reset here. I'm just going to say command equals that. Paste. Copy. Reset. And the command equals. And paste that right here. With a comma there though. So that is it. Command equals reset. So these two buttons are taken care of. Let's go back in there. Okay, let's add data. I'm going to call that function add data. There we go. In case of function add data, first of all, let's check if any of my variables here, if they are empty. So I'm going to go for maybe 1, 2, and 3. Okay, grab those. Yeah, just grab it this way. And I'll use an if statement underneath here. If, okay, the following, if they are empty, if this guy equals, or if this equals nothing, okay, So that is going to be equals nothing, but it's going to be dot get though. Dot get if it equals nothing, or this one here, grab that, paste that here, undo that, undo what I've just done. So do that again, cut, paste. If it equals nothing as well, there's going to be another or. There we go. And finally, this one here, I'm just bring that here. If it equals nothing as well, okay, if they are all nothing, I want a message box to pop up. Okay, so let's get this one sorted properly. Right, let's grab this message box just to say something. Grab all of that and paste it right underneath here. So this message box will pop up, maybe telling the user to enter a data if any of them is empty. Okay, enter, let's say enter correct data. Yeah, data is fine. Okay. Okay, so that's taken care of. Else, we want the following. The back end, where's my database? That is it. Back end, and come right here, paste. The back end, if you guys can still recall, the back end was the code that we wrote for the back end of the database. So back end dot add student record. And what record do you want me to add? The record to be added will include every single details of the student. Okay, let's go for, because I'm going to be using this, so I'm going to grab all of these. Where is it? Back end here. Paste, and I'll just enter comma into them, and that will be dot get. Okay, dot get. Do we have a dot there? We don't. Undo and just enter a dot. Paste that. That will be a comma there though. Comma. So that's the first one. Okay, that's for the student ID. Now, the rest we enter dot get for them as well. Let's get it indented. There. Repeat the same thing here. Copy and paste this here, right here. That's for first name, surname, date of birth, age, gender, address, and finally we have mobile. Right, get rid of that. So we have we open up a bracket here and close the bracket here. That is it, all done. Okay, now I'm now going to insert. So to insert, I'm going to grab all of these again. Grab all of these. I want the following. Paste, and let's come here. This here, that is going to be my system. Okay, I want it inserted onto the Treeview self dot student list. Okay, dot insert okay, up to the end, comma, and what we are inserting is going to be all of these data. Get rid of this first. There. And the first one is student number. Yeah, that is correct. And there. Alright, so that takes care of that. Okay, let's run this up as well. Okay, all of that is done. One thing I should have done earlier is to increase the font size. It's just 12. Looks a little bit too small though. Okay then, make that. Apply, click on OK, 14. So you guys should be able to see it much better. Take it from the top. Bring it down. There we go. Yep, as a frame and the various widget that was used. Treeviews, the tree view, and right here the buttons and there. Okay, back up here now. See up here? Let's do one thing here. I'm going to use super. Let's say super self. And that is going to be this self dot student ID, student list, comma, self. Hopefully that shouldn't give any error, just in case, else we have to delete that. Okay. Alright, I'm going to save that though. Save, and let's come right down here and call this inside the button. So I have 3 buttons working. I have 2 more. This here, this goes in here, and that is going to be command equals. Copy all of that, paste that in here. So 2 to go. Display and delete. Now let's take care of maybe delete. Okay, copy that, paste that here, or maybe take care of the display first before delete. Yeah, display. Display data. And I'm going to call the display data here as well inside my add. There, you see this add. I want you to automatically display whatever data that I have as well. Paste that in here. Okay, and right here, those are the codes, lines of code for the display data. Just have to speed that up. It's getting too long. So now let's take care of delete and do that. There we go. And let's get it indented. That's for delete. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Those are the lines of code for delete. So I'm going to now call display data and delete. So let's grab that. Now I should change that to data. Grab this, copy, and let's go straight down to display. Where is display? This is display. Paste that in there and just grab this, paste that here, and I need that of delete as well, so that will be delete data. Delete data. Okay, all of the commands is taken care of. Command for display data, command for delete data, and reset, exit, add. Okay, for display data, there, that is correct. So let's come in here. All right, all taken care of. But there's one important thing for this system to work. I need to be able to see the data on the data grid view here. So I'm going to create another function, the last function. This one I'm just going to call it student records. So function student record, student rec. Let's get this correct. Alright, and enter parentheses. There we go. Now for the student record, I wanted to create a variable. Let's create a variable there. I'm going to call it, it's going to be a global variable anyway. I'm going to call it SD student, which stands for student data, and I'm also going to reset. Let's say reset. I think it's called iReset. Yeah, I'm calling my recent function here, this very one here. I've just called it in there, so let's go back in here. Now I will create the following variables. The very first one, I'll call it view information, and the information I want you to view is going to be inside the student, this very one, student list. So let's say view info, that is equals student. Copy all of that, paste, dot focus. There. Then I will also say learner, another variable, learner data is equals dot item, and the item will be inside the view info. There we go. Now let's say SD equals this. Paste that there, and that's all there is to that. So the next thing I want to do is to call each of my, let me go up there and just copy those widgets. Where is it? I have them in here. I'm going to grab all of those. It's going to be easier for me that way. Grab it, come right down here, paste, and just change things around. There we go. Bring it down. Okay, the very first one is going to be end of, that will be comma SD array number 1. There. Okay, I guess you guys get the old idea. So here will be insert, not delete, insert, right? So there. So I'm going to copy that and use that for the others. Copy, paste. This one will be 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6, we have 7 and 8. Okay, this is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go, all done. But for the 6th one, that is a combo box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the variable that is declared in there. I'll call it gender. Let's delete that. Delete agenda.set. So it's only going to just set. This is set, and what is setting is just going to be the content that I have inside the sixth one there. While up here I was meant to enter the value. Values. There we go. Right. We will now call this inside my Treeview. So to round things up, I'm going to go straight to the Treeview now. Let's grab this because I need this inside the Treeview. Copy the student record. And let's, I think the Treeview is right down here. Yeah, there we go. Right underneath here, I'm going to paste that, then grab all of this. This Treeview details, paste that in there. And that is going to be dot bind and open the bracket, speech mark, less than and greater than, close the speech mark, comma. Now in here we then enter button release. That is the event that goes in there. Button release. There. Okay. -1. Alright, I think that is fine. So close that. Now underneath here, let me get it displayed as well. Display data. There we go. And that's all there is to it. Okay, I'm going to save it. File, save. Okay, so let's just have a quick look before any other thing. Oh boy, look at this. Get rid of that. And this as well. I think that is fine. So let's see. I'm going to go to file and save again. Okay. The other thing is, look at this, my student database, the back end. I'm calling the back end there with the wrong names. Okay, name the name of the back end is STD database, which is student database. So let's look for them and get them corrected. There we go, that's one here. Okay, I might as well just find and correct it all. Let's enter something in there, paste that in there, close that and open. Then correct it all at once. Yeah, that is it. What other errors do I think I may have? Okay guys, I think we are done. So I'm going to try this out. So let's scroll down. So have a good look at the lines of code before I run it anyway. Here I imported as follows, and that is the back end imported as well. And let's bring it down as a class and the definition of the interface, variables that were declared, functions. So let's enter functions in here. There we go. Those are the functions: exit function, reset function, and here that's where I add the data straight onto the table using my back end as well. Come down here, and that is to display whatever data here. Delete, and here that is more or less like the driver that drives in the data. Here I have the frame or the frames, title right here, and here I have the widget, the various widgets used, labels, entry, labels, the entry, you can see them all. Okay, so, and here you might not see this properly. Those are meant to be the variables calling the various variables there. Another variable here, hidden. Bring it down. And here, that is your Treeview, my man. You want the Treeview, that is your Treeview here, all the way down here. Okay. And here we have the buttons. Okay, it seems I have an error here, so I need to correct the function I call inside the delete. So let's go straight to the delete here. There we go. Look at what I'm calling there. I just want to paste that in there. That's wrong. Alright, that is it. So the delete is taken care of, and there. And that's it. So I'm going to run it and let's see how that's going to work. Save. Let's enter the following. And in there I'm going to enter the following student data or whatever in there. And the name is going to be Captain Alan Brime. And date of birth, we just make that up, 10/05. There. Age, we make it about 40, and gender is male. Address number 10, Ghostown. And mobile number or telephone number, whatever. Let's enter that in there. There we go. Now click on add. As you can see, there's nothing in here, so I'm going to click on add and let's display it. There we go. Look at that, guys. Let's see if I add again and display, add and display. Let's try the delete now. We seem to have a lot of details of Captain Alan there, so let's delete. There we go. That's gone. That's gone as well. Well, guys, as you can see, the system works as expected. So with that, my man, I believe I've managed to answer your query, and I suppose you enjoyed. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this very interesting tutorial, very good for university project, and I wish you all good luck. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of this channel. So I'm going to say bye for now.